Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Rod and Rifle Outdoors. Today, we are going to be introducing you to all the different types of hooks. Let's get started. Alright, we're going to start off with the circle hook. Now, the circle hook is used for mainly catfish and saltwater species. This is usually used for some sort of chunk bait, so chopped fish or crab or squid or something like that. And what all you do is you hook it through, and then you can see how it comes around, and that allows it, when the fish picks it up, it allows it to poke out through the meat, and as it pulls away, it immediately hooks it on its own without you having to set the hook. So that's what's really nice about circle hooks. And they range from all different size, all the way from this to this bad boy right here, or to this little guy here. So you have a lot of size range to pick from. Next, we're going to be going over a classic bait holder. And the reason it's called a bait holder is because, I don't know if you can see, but it has these little spines off the back here. And what that allows you to do is when your worm or your corn or whatever is threaded on, it will stay on and it helps it not come off. This is usually used for like bluegill or trout or something like that, to where you're using worm or corn or those types of baits. Next, we have the treble hook. And me and my friends jokingly call it the trouble hook because, as you can see, there is 3 points on there. And so we call it the treble hook. And usually this is used for taking some sort of dough baits or something like that, and you can crush it around there, or you can just take like a worm if you have a smaller one, and you can do like 1 and then 2 and then 3. And you can use these for bluegill, trout, bass. You can use these for really whatever you want. But there you go. There's your treble hook. Next, we have jigs. And jigs just come in a lot of different shapes and sizes. As you can see, we have this guy right here with kind of a cone-shaped head, and he's a little bigger. But then we can also have this little crappie tube jig, and that just goes inside of like a tube jig for crappie. Or we can just have a rounded head, medium-sized jig. So they come in all different shapes and sizes. You just gotta pick the ones that you need for what type of fish you're going for. Next, we have a offset hook. Now, there's 2 different types of offset hook. The first type is this right here, where you have your little bend straight across and it comes up right there. The second type is this right here, where you still have the little bend, but it comes down in more of a belly, as you can see right there, and it comes straight across to where everything lines up nice and even along here. And what this is for, so I'll give you an example here, is this is for what mainly was called a Texas rig. And what you do is you just thread your hook through the worm, just a little bit, and then you pull it through to where it sits in that little piece right there, or whatever, just like that. And then you take the hook section, the actually pointy part, and you poke it through, but then you just lay it to where it's flat or flush along the worm. And what that allows you to do is whenever the fish bites onto it, it bites like this, and then it comes down and it exposes the hook so you can get a solid hook set. Next, we have the wacky rig hook. And as implemented, this is for the wacky rig, which I will show you what that looks like. The wacky rig is where you take your worm, you find what is about the middle, about here, you just hook it straight through the middle, just like that. And what it does is when you throw it out in the water and it starts to sink, and then you just pop it like that to where these jiggle and splay in the water, and it just is a very finessey bait, and the bass really like it. Now, for the last one today is what is known as the Aberdeen. Now, the Aberdeen is just a long shank. That's what this is called, shank. A long shanked hook. It's smooth. There is nothing much really to it. And usually this is for, you can either put something right here in the bend, or you can thread a whole worm on and just let the tail hang off. But yeah, they sell these in bigger sizes, smaller sizes. Most commonly what I use them for is they work really well for bluegill, the smaller sizes. Alright everyone, that is your basic hooks that you would need to know about. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and hit the bell notification so that you'll get all my videos that I come out with in the future. See you next time.